Und Panzer, this is one of the shows that I feel the most like that in love with. So, that's how you know Panda Peace was really fucking bad. So, Girls und Panzer, this is one of the shows that I feel the most remiss about still not having seen. It's pretty high on my plan to watch list. It's one of those that people will probably scream at me, how could you possibly not have seen it? And I'm like, buddy, the list of shows that I can say that about is quite long. I'm working my way through them, all right? I'm doing it at my own pace. But yeah, I loved the first episode back when the show came out. Haven't watched any more of it, so I'm marking it as never seen it. This is that ping pong show. I didn't care for this one at all. I know there were some people who were into it for like the animation and the sort of hot-bloodedness, I guess, but I just thought it was really forced, and I'm putting that in shit tier. This one, oh yeah, this is Plastic Nason. Plastic Nason's pretty fucking funny. I'm putting that in high tier. Even though it's not the most memorable, just because the whole entire show is only 30 minutes long, so like obviously the characters aren't really going to stick with you. Some of those gags are fucking uproarious. It's one of those shows that you just want to watch it every few years when you've kind of forgotten what happens. So, because there's certain moments that are definitely going to stick with you forever. But then there's other jokes that you might forget at least when they happen. And then, when it strikes, it's great. This one, Mao-chan, I think. I have not seen it. Robot Girls Z. I watched the first episode of this. I loved the designs, loved certain aspects of it that, it's Mazinger character, like Mazinger robots as cute girls for some reason. I just didn't think it was funny. So ultimately I would put it in low tier because it wasn't funny enough for me to keep watching, but it was not shit. I think this is Sabagebu. Sabagebu is one that I have to put in mid tier. I wanted to love that show. The protagonist is really unique in that she is a total cunt. Certain scenes are really funny, but other scenes are fucking a flat line. And when the show flatlines, it's hard to watch. Saki, I would put in high tier. I enjoy a lot of the Saki, flatline. Are really funny, but other scenes are fucking a flat line. And when the show flatlines, it's hard to watch. Saki, I would put in high tier. I enjoy a lot of the characters. The matches get really fucking absurd. I wish I knew more about Mahjong so that I could understand it, but Mahjong is not the easiest game to learn from a point of knowing absolutely nothing unless you are really interested. And I'm not that interested, but it's a pretty good show. It's ultimately like pretty much just a shonen sports anime with cute girls and hella lollies, but who doesn't like that? Sakura Trick, shit tier. Nothing good about it really, other than that there's girls kissing, I guess. Sansha Sanyo, I would put in mid tier, and that makes me sad because at first I thought it would be at least high tier. I liked the characters, I liked their dynamic, I loved the animation, but the jokes just got really old. And it's one of those where the side characters were not nearly as interesting as the main characters, and they got way too much focus. So it really dragged the show down. It's unfortunate. This is what's it called? It's a Yuri show. Oh my god, I don't know why the name is slipping my mind. Sasameki Koto. I only saw the first episode of this, and I did really like it a whole lot. Haven't continued, would like to, putting it in never seen it. Oh, fucking the Destitute Sisters. This is one of those shows that has the problem of not only is it overly melodramatic, but the two main characters say each other's names back and forth fucking constantly. I think I'd have to put it in shit tier. Up next is Sketchbook Full Colors. I think I made it a few episodes into this. It's very slow, and I would be interested in revisiting it. Because again, I am a lot more patient now than I used to be. It's got an interesting art style, and it's much more Iyashikei than a lot of these other shows are. But interested in revisiting it. Episodes into this. Next is Sketchbook Full Colors. I think I made it a few episodes into this. It's very slow, and I would be interested in revisiting it. Because again, I am a lot more patient now than I used to be. It's got an interesting art style, and it's much more Iyashikei than a lot of these other shows are. But I'm tempted to mark as never seen it, even though I have. But for now, I'll consider it mid-tier. I mean, I did drop the show, so, you know, I can't say that I'm going to exalt it. Oh boy, Sora no Oto. This is a difficult one because when this came out, I was mega fucking into it. It definitely would have been probably in my god tier at the time because I considered it the best show of 2010, and that was the same year that K-On! Season 2 aired, which was my number 3 of that year. My number 2 was the Nanoha movie, which I don't even like anymore. So clearly, I don't know what the fuck was going on with me in 2010. But Sora no Oto, I rewatched the first episode more recently, and it wasn't bad, but it was a major adjustment to my memory of it. Like, I remembered it being this, like, really beautiful show, and on returning to it, it was not that beautiful, so that was kind of a big letdown. I don't know. It probably... Because I also remember not thinking the second half of the show was as good as the first half, even back then. Even when I was calling it my number 1 of the year, it was just like my excitement towards the early episodes that had made me love it so goddamn much. So is it mid-tier or high tier? It's hard for me to say at this point. I'm going to put it in high tier to be safe. Because it's still, you know, it's still well regarded by a lot of people. I don't know. It deserves a rewatch from me. So, alright. I don't recognize this one. What do we got here? It's fucking so small. Oh, Slow Start? Is that what this was? Wait, is that the... It's something Start. Let's pop over to Mal and see if we can figure out what this is. It's the word... Okay, Slow Start. That's right. I dropped this at 0 episodes. So we're going to go ahead and say probably shit tier. Ooh, Ika Musume. It's interesting to even think of this as a cute girls show because it's really more of just a slapstick comedy. But I guess most of the cast is female. I really wanted to like Squid Girl. I love her as a character. I like... she has a good energy and the show has a good aesthetic, but I just didn't really find it funny and I thought it was really repetitive. So I'd probably put it in mid to low tier. Going by what I have in mid tier, I'd probably put it in low tier, but I feel bad because it's like, it's such a happy-go-lucky show. It's so likable. How could I not like it? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Cynical man. Ooh, this is Stella no Maho. Stella no Maho I would put in... I mean, looking at what I have in mid-tier, I'm going to have to put it in high tier. It's on the lower end of high tier for sure because it is fairly standard. The characters are not that memorable, but it's a good, like, young people doing art, trying to... continue with their arts. I wrote a whole song about it, the song for Stella the Magic, which uses the ED, phenomenal ED, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of things I liked about it. It stuck in my mind as something enjoyable, but not necessarily special. I have not watched any of C3 Boo, so no opinion on that. Strike Witches, I would put, depends on the season, because, well, I also have to rewatch. I have to rewatch this because the first time I watched the first season, I was not taking it seriously at all. Like, I thought of it as a meme show, as like basically existing for the sake of pornography, and I think I just played music over it and watched it from the bed. And then the second season I loved back in 2010, because it was basically a bunch of like action movie plots with cute girls that were all very entertaining. The soundtrack is incredible. So this is either high or top tier. Like, I want to believe that it could be top tier, but I need to rewatch it to be sure. I'm going to put it in high tier to be safe. But we will come back to the subject of Strike Witches eventually. This one is, I think, Seitokai Yakuindomo. Yeah, because I don't see that anywhere else on the list, and that's kind of what it looks like, which I didn't like at all, unless this is that other older show. I'm not sure. I'm going to mark it as never seen it, because I'm not even sure what the fuck it is. Yamano Susume, I would put squarely in the mid-tier. I don't dislike, god, this is like my mid-tier and low-tier. It's like there's a lot of bleed between them. Like, it's kind of difficult to say how much better some of these are than these ones. But like, I'd almost be tempted, like, Sancha Sanyo is probably the best of the stuff that I've put in mid-tier. And some of this stuff I dropped, so I feel like it's almost awkward of me to not put it in low tier, but it's stuff that I dropped not because I thought it was impossible for me to watch all of it and enjoy it. It's like stuff that I thought if I finish this, I will give it a 6 out of 10. And sometimes I drop shows just because I don't want to have to, waste my time with a 6 out of 10 when I could have so much other good stuff to watch. But yeah, Yamano Susume, I finished the first season. It's fine. I like the production a lot. It looks amazing, but the characters are just very one note. They don't really have much chemistry. It doesn't leave much of an impression. It's mostly like scenery porn to me. This one is Taisho Yaku Musume, or the Taisho Baseball Girls. Only ever saw the first episode. I did enjoy it, just never got around to more. I think this next one's Tamayura. I don't really care for Tamayura. Watching this show made me realize that I didn't really care for Iyashike. Like, I had seen the OVA and thought it was fine, and then I tried to watch the actual TV show, and I was just kind of bored.